Hi dear students, welcome again. We have an optional paper in A-level mathematics, probability and statistics 1. This is now paper 5. Previously it was paper 6. After the change this is paper 5. It has 20% weightage. You have around about 7 questions with varying length and marks. In this paper, you need a lot of unlimited, unseen questions because you have just 1 hour and 15 minutes. So, to complete the paper well in time, you have to do a lot of questions. Many students met me after the exam in previous years and they told me that one question was left or two were left. Even they were able to solve, but because of low speed or less speed, they were unable to do the whole paper. So keep in mind that this fact. So we have now, our first topic is stem and leaf diagram and box and whisker plots. This is our topic. So first we discuss stem and leaf diagram. This is a way to represent a raw statistical data in an ordered way so that we can easily understand and analyze the given data. The advantage of this method is that it shows all values of the data and we can easily find median and quartiles from the stem and leaf diagram. Okay, let's start. It's example 1. Now see, you are given a raw statistical data. In this form, it is difficult to understand this data, to analyze or to comment on it. So we have to arrange these values in stem and leaf diagram. How is this? See. First of all, you will see smallest value from the data. For this we have to take some time, you need some seconds, go through this data, check that what is the smallest value. So we have the smallest value is 17. Then you have maximum value or largest value. Largest value you see that is 84. So largest value is 84, smallest value is 17. Now it means that we have to move. This is just for understanding 17 to 84. So if we start from a simple value, not awkward value, and we end at, for example, 89. So we have to make classes in which class width must be same. Keep these 2 points in mind that class width must be same. Number 1. Number 2, key is essential. You will see what is meant by key is essential. So we make this table. Here you write stem, leaf. We will enter all values. This is very important step. So my classes will be now from 10 to 19, 20 to 29 and so on. Last will be 80 to 89. So my class width is 10. starting from 10 moving to 19, 10 values, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So if it is 10, all values from 10 to 19 inclusive, 10 and 19 will also be included in the first class. So now we have to decide about stem and leaf. It's 2-digit data. Stem we can take is 10th digit. So you write 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now in the exam, to save time and not doing mistake, I am telling you the method. You start from first value and move row wise or column wise. I move column wise. So 84, I cross it. 84 means it will lie over here. 4 will be the leaf. Next value is 66. You enter it. 66 will lie here. Because this interval or class shows from 60 to 69. Then we have 17. It will lie over here. Then we have 65. So go on crossing these values. We have entering now 65. Give space over here. Then we have 38. Then we have 55. So we have done with these values. 45 and 54. 45, 54. 47, 51. 47, 51. Now this is unordered stem and leaf diagram. You have to make another diagram to keep the values in order, in ascending order, from smaller to larger values. (17) This shows 19. Here we should write key also now. Now key is what? For example, 39 means the value, actual value, data value is 39. So this is 2, 3, 8, 38 is smaller than 39. Then see this row. In this we have not in the values not in ascending order. 4, 5, 7. So we should write 4, 5 and 7 means 44, 45, 47. Now this is our final stem and leaf diagram in ordered form, in ascending order. This is 17, 19, 22, 38, 39. So values with the same stem are written in one row. All these values have same stem 5 means 10th digit. Values, actual values are 51, 53, 54 and so on. This is how to construct stem and leaf diagram. Now if you are asked to find, for example, median, how will you find the median from this diagram? To find median, now we can easily find the median. See that the total values are 20. You can write over here. These are 2 values, 1 value, 2 values, 3 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we have 6 values. Here we have 2 values, and here we have 3, and here we have 1. Now if you add, you will get total values 20 values. So these are even values. When you have even values, then half of 20 will be 10. So you will find 10th value and 11th value. You will take the average. So 10th value is, what is 10th, where is 10th value? You can also have large data, so take help from this. 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 and 3, 8. So here we have 8 values. So this is 9th and this is 10th value. So 10th value is 53. And you can check that 7th value is after 53, which is 54. So median will be average of these. You know that when there are even values, the median is average of middle two values. Median is the average of middle two values. You will get 53.5. Similarly, you can find lower quartile. Now, lower quartile, you have total 20 values. Median lies between 10th and 11th value. Here the median lies between 10th and 11th value. So before 10th this value, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the lower half of the data and this is the upper half of the data. Now median of lower 50% data is called lower quartile. So how will you find the median of these 10 values? It will be 5th value plus 6th value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th value is 39 and 6th value is 44. So you will divide it by 2. You will get 41.5. Similarly, how will you find upper quartile? How will you find upper quartile? Upper quartile is the median of upper 50% data, or the data after median. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 values. So 10 values mean the average of 5th and 6th value. So 5th value will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is 65 and then plus 66 divided by 2, which is 65.5. Now how will you find interquartile range? Interquartile range is, you know, quartile minus lower quartile 41.5. It will be 24. Okay, example 2. We are given again raw statistical data in an unordered form, not arranged. We have to construct a stem and leaf diagram. Find the minimum value. Minimum value is 34 and the maximum value is 91. Be careful about this. Don't do mistake. Now, to get an idea of number of classes and width, we have to start from 34 and to 91. So we will start a suitable value, convenient value, which is 30 before this, and after 91 we have 100, but we will move to 99. Now we can construct the stem and leaf diagram. So our classes will be 30 to 39, then 40 to 49 and so on, 90 to 99 to include this value. We have to take the last interval in which this value must be included, and we have to take the first interval in which the first smallest value must be included. Okay, now this is the ordered stem and leaf diagram in the increasing order. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you have 7 classes with equal weight. Now in the second part you are asked to find median. For median, first you see how many values. So we have total values are 21. 21 means odd values. So we have odd values. Now when you have odd values, you find this number 21 plus 2, which is equal to 11. So median will be 11th value. Now it is arranged in ascending order, so you can move from top to bottom or bottom to top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So our 11th value is 79. This is your median. Okay, we have example 3. What is the difference between previous two examples and in this? That in this question example you have given the stem and leaf diagram. You are not asked to construct the stem and leaf diagram, and you are also given a key. Key means what is 1 5? 1 5 means it represents 15 units, mean 15. The value is 15. So data values are 0 0 1 5 6 0 1 5 6 11 13 15 16 16 8. These are the data values. Now our first part is you are asked to find median. For median we first see the total values. These are the frequencies, number of values lying in one row, means which have same stem. Number of values in which stem is same, mean in one row in one class. So total values are 31. So it means odd values. Now you know that when we have odd values, we have learned in lower classes, how will you find the median? You will find this value, which is 16. So median will be 16th value, which will be the middle value, 16th value. So instead of going into this table, you can reach 16th value from here. 4 plus 6, 10. Then you have 9 mean 19 value. So after 10, we starts 11th value. So we have 10, then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So 16 is 24. So your median is 24. Then we are asked to find lower quartile. Lower quartile, now the value 16 is 24, means 16th value 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is your median. Now lower quartile is the median of lower half, which ends here from this to this. So these are 15 values. So 15 values mean 8th value will be the lower quartile. 8th value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 16. So lower quartile will be 16. The second part is very important. You are given the interquartile range, which means you are not given the upper quartile. There is a missing number in the table. You are asked to find this number x. Interquartile range is given. Interquartile range is in the question. We have interquartile range 19. Now it is upper quartile minus lower quartile. Now we don't know upper quartile. What is upper quartile? Now upper quartile is the median of upper 50%. So this is the median of the whole data. From here you have, we have 15 values. So it will be the 15 mean it will be the 8th value. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So your median upper quartile is 3x. Now 3x means 30 plus x. So minus lower quartile 16. And this is equal to 19. Now if you simplify it, you will get the value of x to be 5. Now understand that x is a digit. So if you write 3x, it will not apply over here. So this value, for example, if you have 32 value, I can write it as 30 plus 2. So 3x value is actually 30 plus x. So 30 plus x minus 19, so x is equal to 5. Okay, our next example is different. We have back-to-back stem and leaf diagram. Sometimes we have two sets of data, we want to compare that. Now for your convenience, I have constructed the stem and leaf diagram already. You know how to construct it. Now how will you compare it or get the comparison of the two? Now see that English marks and French marks. Now in the start you have smaller values, 38 marks, 43 marks. It is in ascending order. So as we move down, the marks are increasing. Now see that, for example, at this stage, also at this stage, so there are more students who got marks between 40 and 50 in French as compared to English. Again, there are more students who got marks 50 to 60, between 50 and 60. There are more students, almost double than English. But after that, you see that the marks greater than 60, the students in English are greater. Again, students who got marks more than 70 are also almost double than this. So here we have two students and only one student. So greater marks are obtained by English students. It means that they showed better performance in English because here there are more students who are getting lesser marks and there are less students who are getting in English less marks. So when we enter after 60 means more marks, so more than you can say average. So there are more students in English than French. So we can say that English students perform better. Okay, our next concept is box and whisker plots. This is also a method or way to represent data. Basically, it illustrates or gives the dispersion or spread of a given data. You will see in the examples. Note that it is drawn on a graph paper. Now it starts from this value is the minimum value of the data. This value is lower quartile. This value is median. Here you have this value upper quartile, and then you have this value, the maximum value in the given data. So 25% values are located over here. Number of values is 25. It has no concern with this length. This length gives the spread or dispersion of those 25% values. And from lower quartile to median, here you have 25% values, here you have 25% values, and here you have 25% values. So the whole data is shown. Now these lines are called whisker. This line is called whisker. So the name is box and whisker plots. So this is a box from here to here. Now see first example. you are given the values and you are asked to find state the lower quartile. Now in this example, what is lower quartile? Lower quartile means this value. See the diagram, this is 19. Lower quartile, then median and upper quartile. Now what is median? As you know, median divides the whole data into two halves or 50%. So median is this value. So this is, you can see from the diagram that median is 21. Then we have upper quartile. Upper quartile, the end of the box. Here we have the upper quartile. So this value from the graph is 25. And in the last part, we are asked to find the range of temperature. The second part is of this example, range. So range is equal to what? Now this box whisker plot starts from this point and ends at this point. So minimum value, what is the minimum value? It is 16. Then we have maximum value. In the data over here, in the question it is given to be 27. Then we have range. So this maximum value minus this lowest value. This is the range. So it is 11. So the total length of the data from this to this point is 11. So again see that this gives you the 25%, from 25% to 50%. Values are here, 0 to 25 here. From 50% to 75% values are spreaded located over here, and from 75% to 100% values are located over here. So the 25% values are located from 50% to 75%. It means there is more spread than these values. So the distance between the values is greater in this 50 to 75% as compared to 25 to 50%. We will discuss this in the coming examples. Thank you. Okay, we have example 6. Read the question. In the first part, you go through the data and find the lowest or minimum value and largest or maximum value. These values are 104 and 162. You check yourself. So we start from 104 and we have to end at 162. So we start from 100. It will be suitable, convenient for us instead of starting from 104. So we have classes from 100 to 109, then 110 to 119 and so on. The last class will be 160 to 169. So see that we have equal class width which is equal to 10. And we have these 7 classes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 classes. I have completed the stem and leaf diagram because it's easier and you know how to do it. So we have give key also, it's very important, it's compulsory, we have to tell the key. Second part, we are asked to find median. Now see that how many values are there? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. These are 15 values. 15 values. We have 15 values. So 15, you add 1 to it and divide by 2, you will get 8. So 8th value will be the median. So 8th value, simple, we have small data, 8 value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is 125. Then we have lower quartile. So 8th value is the median. We have 8 value. Before it we have 7 values, and after it we have 7 values. So this is lower half. Its median will be at 4th value. 4th value will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 1, 1, 5. Then we have upper quartile. So for last 50%, second 50% data are 7 values. You need the, again, this is 4th value. After 8 we need 4th value. So where is 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, it is 145. And you can also calculate from bottom to top, you move from lower value to higher value. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is from bottom, this is the 4th value. It will be the upper quartile. So upper quartile is 145. Okay, third part is you have to draw box and whisker plots. See that important point in this question, scale is given, but not in all questions scale is given. Scale, we are given that 10 beats per minute is equal to 2 centimeter, and you are provided a grid in the question paper. You will be provided the grid in the question paper. You have to draw the graph on that. Now you plot these values: 104, 162, minimum, greatest, then median, then lower quartile, then upper quartile, and you will start from 100. I have started from 100, and then 1 box, 2 box, this is 110, then 120, like this. You see the scale and see this box and whisker plot. I have plotted for you. It's very easier to understand. Thank you. Okay, our next example, example 7. Here we will learn that how can we compare two box and whisker plots drawn on the same graph. Now see that to compare them, first way is find their medians. So median of mathematics marks is greater than English marks. What does this mean? It means that 50% student in mathematics got the marks more than this. 50% student got marks more than this. This is the median, round about 54 or 55. But the median of English marks is round about 45. So 50% students in English have marks greater than 45, but 50% students in math got marks greater than 54. So they have higher marks. So it shows that they are better in mathematics. So better performance in mathematics. So they performed better in, you can write they perform better in mathematics. Second way is interquartile range. Interquartile range of mathematics is lesser than interquartile range of English marks. So now box shows the dispersion or spread of middle 50%. So here middle 50% student in English got marks round about 33 or 34 to 60. But in mathematics, they got marks from this box shows the 50% students. So 50% students got marks more than almost 46 up to 60, but they means there are students whose marks are lesser than 45, start from 30 goes to 45. So it means that there are average student in English, they have lesser marks than mathematics. So this also shows that the mathematics marks are better, they perform better in mathematics. Thank you. Okay, we have next question, 8, past paper question. Read the question please, go through the data. You know now how to draw stem and leaf diagram. So I have drawn it, I have saved your time. Now here we have total values, and total values are 27. So in the second part we are asked to find median. How will you find median? Again see that there are 27 values. So if you add plus 1 to it and divide by 2, you will get 14th value. So 14th value will be the median. So see that we have 5 values in the first row, and then we have 12 values. So these, up to this point we have these are the 17 values. 12 plus 5, 17. We have 17 values, but we need 4th. So this is 17, 16, 15, and this will be the 4th value. So our median will be equal to, median is 17. Then we are asked to find lower quartile. How will you find lower quartile? Now we have total 27 values. This is the median. Now this is the lower half of the data, and from here we have the upper half. So lower quartile is median of lower half. So we have this value is 14 value. So before this we have 13 value. So 13 means 13 plus 1 is 14, and half of that is 7. So 7th value, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th value is 10. So this is our lower quartile. Now again see that we have total 27 values. So we have 14th value median. We have 14th value median. Before it we have 13 values, after it we have 13 values. So median of this upper half will be our upper quartile. So one way is you start from the bottom and you move up to 7th value. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So this value will be the upper quartile. So it will be 35. So in this part we have to draw box and whisker plots as well. For that, you know, we need 5 values. Minimum value, see the data, the minimum value in the data is 2. And maximum value in the data is 104. We have found median. Now median is 17. Lower quartile 10. Upper quartile 35. Now see, important point that in this question we are not given the scale. So we have to decide it. But grid is given. Okay, our lowest value is 2 and largest value is 104. So in this diagram which is given, how will you make it? You can start from 0 because lowest value is 2. Then we have 10, then 20. So I am taking one box as 10. So 10, 20, 30 and so on. See that there are 5 boxes inside this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one small box is equal to 2 units. This shows 2. Then this becomes 10. So we will need it. So we'll start from 2. So 2 is one box. So above it, we will take a point over here. Then we have lower quartile. It's 10. So above this point, you will have 10. From here, you will start your box. This is your whisker. Now median is 17. So this is 10, this is 20. 17 means if you move one box back from 20, it will be 18, and this will be 16. So between 18 and 16 is 17. So somewhere here you will have the value median. Then we have upper quartile. It's 35. Upper quartile is very simple. This is 40. 35 will be here. 35. So here will be upper quartile. So we can complete this box. Here is the median. So after 40 we have 50, 60, 70, 90 and 100. 104. So here, this is 110. This is 110. 104 mean 2 more boxes. So above this, you will have this whisker. So this is the box and whisker plots for this data. Now we have next question 9. It's past paper question. Please read the question. Its first part is that give one advantage and one disadvantage of box whisker plots to represent a set of data. Now we have advantage is that it gives spread or dispersion of the data by using 5 values, and we can compare also the 2 data by this box and whisker diagram. Now one disadvantage is that it doesn't show the actual values. The data values are not shown, so we can't find mean from and standard deviation we'll study later. Then we have second part. Now in the second part, please go through the data. Firstly, we see that there is no mode, no value is repeating. You check it, no value is repeating. So what about mode? So no, it doesn't tell it or doesn't describe or good measure of tendency, central tendency for this data, because there is no mode. All values have single frequency, one frequency. Then we have median. So this is also not suitable measure of tendency, because median is only the middle value. So we do not use all the values to measure the median. So median is here not suitable measure of tendency. So we are left with mean. So mean, because it involves all values. So you can write that mean involves all values to measure. So here it is suitable measure of central tendency. Then we have third part. Very interesting part. Data is very large. If you just look at the data, you will be worried in the exam that how you will draw box and whisker plots. But if you carefully see the data, you will see that the data is already arranged in ascending order. Now consider the first row. In the first row, which starts from 190, all values are in ascending order except the value 255 and 254. Only these values are not in ascending order. This is larger and this is smaller. But all other values are arranged in ascending order. So it becomes now easier to construct stem and leaf diagram, box and whisker plots. So minimum value is 190, maximum value is 280. Now how will you find median? Now see that the total values are 33. So 33 values means you add 1 and it will be 34, and half of it will be 17. So 17th value. So here median is 17th value. Now if you go through the data, the 17th value will be 280. Sorry, this is 375. Then we have 17th value as the median. So see first 16 values. First 16 values you take half of it, it will be 8. So 8th value plus 9th value. So lower quartile equal to 8th plus 9th value divided by 2. What is 8th value? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now see that after arranging 8th value, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th value becomes 255. And next value is 258. So divided by 2. In this way you will find lower quartile. 255 plus 2, so it is 256.5. Similarly, you can find the upper quartile. So upper quartile will be equal to 327 plus, you can check this yourself, you will get the answer 329. Now again in this question you are not given the scale, you are given the grid. So you can decide about the scale yourself. So I have done it. Okay, now you have to draw box and whisker plots. It is convenient to take here from start from 150, you have to think over it, then 200 this. So this is now 125 and this is further divided into 5 boxes, which means that this one box shows 5. So this is 5. So our lowest value is, minimum value is 190. Where will be 190? Now this is 200 and 2 boxes back. Here you will have this value 190. And then you have lower quartile 256.5. 256 means this is 250. Here you will have 255 and so a little more than this. Here you will have your lower quartile. This will be your lower quartile. Then we have median. Median is 280. 280. Now this is 300 and 280 or this is 275. So one box here, this will be 280. Then you have last upper quartile. Upper quartile is, then we have upper quartile, it is 329. So where is 329? So this is 325. So one box more and little behind that, below that, you will have here upper quartile. Then we have the largest value, which is 375. It is over here. Now you can complete this box and whisker. I have shown it on the graph as well. You can see from there. This is your box and whisker plots. Finally, you are asked to find interquartile range. B part to it. Interquartile range will be equal to 329 upper quartile minus lower quartile, and answer is 72.5. Thank you. Okay, we have last question, a past paper question, very important. First part is that give one useful feature of stem and leaf diagram. It shows all data values. It shows all data values, unlike box and whisker plots. So this is the advantage of this. And second part is that find median and quartiles of cholesterol count for the group who do not exercise. So do not exercise, from the table you can find the values. You find yourself because it's already arranged. So from the table you can find median. So median is, you find yourself, it is 6.5. Then we have quartiles, mean lower quartile. You find yourself, it is 5.4. Then we have upper quartile, it is 8.3. Then we have third part. In the third part, it is for those, you are given that lower quartile, median, upper quartile of the group who exercise. Those who exercise. Now we have those who exercise. See the stem and leaf diagram. The smallest value is 31. First value is, and maximum value is 9.4. Now what is median? You know how to find median. I am directly writing it. It is 5.3. Then we have upper quartile. It is 6.6. And lower quartile is 4.25. Now again see that you are not given the scale. You will be given the by the grid in the question. So again you have to draw the graphs of, on the graph paper, draw two box and whisker plots to illustrate the data. This is the box and whisker plot for this given data. We have taken some scale. First graph is for those who do not exercise, and second those who exercise. So look at the median. Median means 50% people have cholesterol level from this to this. This is the spread of cholesterol count for first 50% of people who exercise. And for those who do not exercise, for them the cholesterol count of first 50% is here. So this is much more than this. See, the median is higher than this. So its length is greater than this, or you can say the spread of first 50% values is greater than this. This means that the people who do not exercise have more cholesterol count as compared to those who exercise. Also see the largest value and smallest value. From this 50%, you can see that cholesterol count is from this to this value, and this is less than this. So the last 50% people have cholesterol level up to this, and who exercise and who do not exercise, they have up to this, which is greater than this. Again, this means that the people who do not exercise have more cholesterol count as compared to those who exercise. Thank you.